After Ralph trips on a twig, Piggy says, "My auntie told me not to run, on account of my asthma." Ralph says, "Sucks to your asthma," in return. But exactly what is asthma, and could Piggy run if he wanted to? Asthma is a condition having to do in the lungs, specifically the smaller bronchial tubes highlighted here. This is a normal bronchial tube. It has rings of muscles around it and a mucosal layer on the inside to allow for smooth airflow. This is an asthmatic bronchial tube. It has chronic inflammation, meaning it is always this narrow. And this is what happens when an asthma attack occurs. We see the muscle rings around the tube tighten, further restricting airflow through the tubes. Also, the mucosal layer on the inside ramps up production of mucus, further narrowing the tube. Let's see what happens to your body when this occurs. This is normal airflow to the lungs, oxygen entering and carbon dioxide leaving. When a serious attack is untreated, carbon dioxide cannot escape the air sacs. We can see it building up here, represented by the gray dots. Air cannot enter the sacs, and carbon dioxide cannot escape the air sacs on the end of the bronchioles. This means blood is delivering increased carbon dioxide to your body's organs and is not receiving oxygen. This will eventually kill you by suffocation if left untreated. Piggy hasn't had anything this bad, but his aunt has been awfully careful with his asthma. Piggy doesn't run and play with the other boys. He stays at home and eats candy because exercise is a trigger of asthma. Naturally, Piggy grew to admire adults, as he was always with them. He also acted similar to them as a young boy can. Piggy is proud of his asthma because it makes him unique. The other boys see him as an outsider for his ludicrous body and asthma, and don't treat him like a normal child. This disconnect allows Piggy to withstand the savageness developing among the children because he doesn't see himself as one of them. Piggy's inability to play makes him good at staying on task, but his asthma also prevents him from doing these tasks, so Piggy is a perfect support for Ralph as leader. Piggy tells Ralph to blow the conch, creating order. He reminds Ralph that smoke means rescue, focusing him back on his goal. Piggy's asthma allows him to stay focused on what's important. His asthma also has some important effects on the outcomes of the boy's survival. For instance, when Ralph, Simon, Sam and Eric, and Jack and his hunters went up the mountain, if Piggy hadn't had his asthma and was actually able to go up with them, Simon wouldn't have had to go and warn Piggy of their return. If Simon had been there to accompany Ralph, Roger, and Jack when they saw the beast, Simon could show them that it wasn't the beast, rather than try and tell them during their dance. Asthma is a serious condition that affects Piggy's lifestyle and personality. Asthma has many relations to the Lord of the Flies. William Golding's decision to make Piggy asthmatic helped the reader to think and further understand Piggy's character.